What is going on, guys? My name is AK, back in with another YouTube video. Now, it feels like it's been a while since I last uploaded, and it's been about 6 days actually as of recording this video. So I thought what I'd do in today's video is I would explain why I got banned on Gamebattles, because that actually happened sometime last week, and also explain briefly where I've been, why I've been away and not making YouTube videos. But in the background, we've got some Rush gameplay on the new paintball game mode. Now, this really reminds me of the paintball style game mode in Advanced Warfare. I don't know if you guys remember playing that. It was just a setting you could turn on, and it gave all your bullets like a paintball splatter effect. I thought it was really cool, and they've added it into Cold War now. I believe it's Rush only, which makes sense. It's a paintball map, and basically you just play that. You've got paintball effects, paintball sounds, and it actually is quite fun to play. But other than that, it's just normal game modes on Rush. I think there's TDM, Domination, you know, the normal pubs game modes in there. But that's quite fun to play, and that is the gameplay in the background of today's video. I ended up doing quite well, and just rocking the normal competitive Krig class for those of you that are wondering. I've made quite a few videos on them, so just have a little look at the channel. You can probably find out the class that I was using. But anyway, time to jump into why I got banned on Gamebattles. So I did actually put out a tweet a little bit earlier this week, for those of you that didn't see, and it actually directly links to something that I was talking about in a video, actually my last video uploaded, about the path to pro and competitive Call of Duty needs some changes. Because in that video I mentioned the daily pro point system. So I don't know if you guys have watched it, go give it a watch if you haven't, but basically you have to get 1 win a day on the pro point ladder. And these pro points sort of stack up. You can get 100 a week, and then you can play tournaments and get extra pro points depending on how well you sort of place in those tournaments. But it's one of them things that by this time of the year, no one really wants to play the daily pro point matches anymore. So people do free wins on the ladder. So they make teams of fake players. They post up games, and then they just get accepted by a whole load of people because nobody really wants to play them at this point in the year. People would rather be scrimming. People would rather just not be playing them. They take quite a while. They're quite a bit of effort to do. So me and the rest of the competitive Call of Duty community decided to not play them. But unfortunately, the team that I was on, we've been doing these free wins for quite a while. I mean, everyone has. But the leader of our team hadn't made new teams, so we were ranked something like 10th on the ladder, which means when people came through and mass reported a whole load of people for free wins because they have nothing better to do in their life, I unfortunately was one of the accounts that got reported for free wins. Which, you know, sucks, meant that I couldn't play the 10K last week, you know, the big open, although I'll get into why that really wasn't too much of an issue in a little bit. But basically, I couldn't play that. I will be unbanned for the last chance qualifiers. I believe the ban finishes on the 28th of July. The last chance qualifiers are the 31st, so we got a bit of time for that. But yeah, basically it meant that I couldn't play the 10K and missed out on a few pro points from that. Also, for some reason, it gave me a penalty of 155 pro points, like taken off my record, which if they were trying to take away my pro points from doing free wins, they'd have to take all of my daily pro points from about March till now. So I really don't know where that number came from. But yeah, also they got taken away, which, yeah, again, I don't really understand that. But basically, I'll be unbanned for the last chance qualifiers, which are for the qualifiers for champs, or the playoffs, I guess they're known now. They're not really Call of Duty champs. So yeah, I guess I still get to play them, which is this Saturday. So at the moment, I'm looking for a team actually just to play last chance qualifiers. We're working on just sort of making a team, because the thing is, last chance qualifiers depends on pro points for seeding, and so we're going to have at least a decent amount of pro points combined as a team to actually make it. And with the not being able to play the 10K and the small sort of loss to pro points that this ban actually gave me, again, it's going to be a little bit harder to find a team. But you know what? I'm still hopeful. I think we can do it. But that's about it for the ban on Gamebattles. As I said, it's nothing too important, and you know, I'll get unbanned for last chance qualifiers, which is really what we need to be doing to try and make a name for ourselves in competitive Call of Duty. So the next thing I want to talk about is where I have been. So if you haven't seen, I haven't uploaded in quite a while. Actually, my channel has been still doing quite well. You know, been getting actually a decent amount of views on the videos while I've been gone. But I went to a festival here in the UK called Standon. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But the first few days were really nice. The weather was good, and it was genuinely enjoyable. But yesterday is when it started raining, and when I say it started raining, I mean it was torrential rain for about 3 hours, and I'm not normally someone that goes to these kind of things, so me and my girlfriend, we just had some, like, you know, the pop-up tents, and well, that got completely flooded, and all of my stuff got absolutely soaking wet, and basically everyone was trying to leave because the whole place flooded, so the event got shut down, and about 15,000 cars were trying to leave the event, which is on just some country road. Now, it really was a bit of a nightmare. It took us about 3 hours to leave the place, and then a little bit longer to get home. It's not too far from my house, only about 20 minutes, so not too bad in that sense, but it took us ages to get out, and well, basically that's where I was, and that's why I wasn't uploading. That started on a Thursday. and I had a few things on the sort of the Wednesday, Tuesday before, so I couldn't upload then. But I'm back now, so you'll be getting a lot more videos coming from me, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy them. But yeah, as I said, that's basically about it, a little bit of an update. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background. It's a pretty good game mode, you know, give it a try for yourself. And also make sure you keep your eyes peeled for the last chance qualifiers on Saturday. Provided we can get a team with good enough pro points to enter that, that will be what we are doing on Saturday morning. That will be the last tournament, provided we don't qualify. If we do qualify, there'll be a few more tournaments. But if we don't, that will be the last tournament that we play in for this competitive year. Then we'll, of course, have to see what happens next year for COD Vanguard. I believe that's what it's going to be called. Not too sure yet. Again, if any leaks come out for that, I'll be making videos on them too. But that's about it for today's video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.